Well, thank you so much again for joining us on this webinar. My name is Denise Harrison, and I'm your Loyola Press Educational Consultant for the Diocese of Honolulu. I'm very excited for this opportunity to talk with you and to share with you what Loyola Press has to offer. Anita Linton, my Loyola Press colleague, is also on this webinar, and we will both be able to help assist you with the questions that you'll have later on. Special thanks to Jane for her help in coordinating and organizing this webinar. She deeply cares about each of you, and she wanted to find resources and assistance for you. So thank you so much, Jane, for helping to coordinate and organize this. Loyola Press is a leader in innovative materials, and we believe that we can help provide you with the materials that you're needing. I will share my screen now so that you're able to see my PowerPoint presentation. So I appreciate your patience while I pull up the PowerPoint. Okay. Are you all able to see the presentation and hear me? Terrific. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Loyola Press is a non-for-profit Jesuit ministry for over 100 years. The Hawaiian Islands are a special place to my family, and here are a couple pictures from our travels to Oahu and Maui. My husband Ken is my college sweetheart, and we will celebrate 19 years of marriage this August. We have two children, ages 14 and 13. Our daughter, Brooke, is now a sophomore in high school, and our son is in 8th grade. I have 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree. I am a certified special education teacher for children birth to 21 years old, and I've worked in both the public and private school settings. I live in a suburb of Chicago, and the state of Illinois has been sheltering in place since March. Both of my children are doing their schoolwork remotely at home. And I can honestly tell you that I understand both professionally and personally the challenges and obstacles that you and your families are facing. I have been helping my children with their remote learning, and it's definitely been challenging at times, especially trying to remember algebra. But also, I understand how the effects that this has had on everyone, and especially the children. Their lives have changed so dramatically, and the families, we're all doing the best that we can to help provide them the education, the faith formation, and just even that support that they need. I also wanted to thank you as well. I know that you're also facing challenges, and I really appreciate your time. I think that your willingness to seek what else is out there really speaks to your leadership. And so, thank you so much. I would love to partner with you. I do want to, before we get into more details, and I'll tell you more about what Loyola Press has, but I do want you to know that the main objective is I really honestly want you to all know that there is hope and there's support available to each of you. My focus is to help and collaborate with you, and I can use my expertise as an educator to help you choose the materials that are best suited for your diocese and for your parish. We offer traditional print materials, digital materials, innovative technology, such as audiobooks and ebooks. And most recently, we've added a new digital video game. I know that many of you are familiar with Loyola Press, and many of you are new. Therefore, I wanted to open up with a brief 5-minute video to tell you more about our history and our mission. From all of us, we are here to serve and support you and your mission. And I do want to make a note, during this video, you'll also see the outside of Loyola Press, which is still currently located in Chicago. And it's an older picture. That's still the current location of our office.
Hi, I'm Joe Peprocki, National Consultant for Faith Formation at Loyola Press. I'm proud to be part
Did that turn off? Oops, sorry. Did that turn off the volume? There we go.
Hi, I'm Joe Peprocki, National Consultant for Faith Formation at Loyola Press. I'm proud to be part of a more than 100-year Catholic publishing legacy. Loyola Press was founded as a Jesuit ministry in 1912 when Jesuit Father William P. Lyons ran the presses to create Loyola University's first school newspaper, the Maroon and Gold. Soon after, Father Lyons began developing and publishing religion textbooks, which Loyola Press has continued to do with great success ever since. From catechesis to language arts and beyond, Loyola Press carries on its legacy of excellence and innovation. Our curriculum stands the test of time. First published in 1941, Henley Latin continues as one of the most popular high school Latin textbooks available. Voyages in English, a grammar and writing program for grades kindergarten through grade 8, was first published in 1943. The approaches have changed for today's learner, but the rigorous grammar and rich writing practice remain. We're also proud to publish Christ Our Life, a core faith formation program offered since 1974, the very first curriculum to receive approval by the USCCB.
I'm Joellen Cicerelli, President and Publisher of Loyola Press. Loyola Press is a leader in Catholic publishing, partly because of its long history, but more importantly, because as a not-for-profit ministry, we see our mission as our guidepost, and we work fervently to serve it every day. In the spirit of St. Ignatius of Loyola, who points us always to personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and in response to those we serve, we create books and multimedia products that facilitate transformative experiences of God so that people of all ages can lead holy and purposeful lives with and for others. You are who we serve, and we believe that together we can be instruments of God's grace and sources of enlightenment, help, and inspiration to people everywhere.
Hello, I'm Santiago Gilbert, current Vice President of New Product Development for Loyola Press. With each of our faith formation programs, we offer a variety of highly engaging approaches to reach each child in the way he or she learns best. We teach to strengths and keep the learner in mind. So therefore, it is imperative that we also provide easy-to-follow lesson plans and ample support for teachers, catechists, parents, and any adult who interacts with children. 4 of our faith formation series are developed around Ignatian pedagogy, a way of learning and a method of teaching derived from the spiritual exercises of St. Ignatius of Loyola, written nearly 500 years ago. This popular educational approach invites the teacher to accompany the student through 4 stages of learning. Our Ignatian-inspired series are Finding God, our response to God's gifts, grades K to 8, which include a program for children with disabilities. God's Gift, Sacramental Preparation, which has programs for the primary level, the intermediate level, and confirmation in the restored order. Confirming the Spirit, a confirmation preparation program for young people. And Growing with God, Safe and Sacred, a grades K to 8 child safety and family life program. Each of the programs is available for English or Spanish speakers, and each includes state-of-the-art media or hands-on learning tools.
Loyola Press is a proponent of lifelong catechesis, faith formation, and spiritual fulfillment. As such, we serve the very youngest among us, all the way to the most senior. With our children's books, adult spirituality titles, leadership resources, and adult faith formation and parish engagement programs. We maintain our commitment to you and to the mission of the press and the Society of Jesus.
At Loyola Press, we love what we do.
Because we seek to bring God's love to this world and bring people closer to God and His church.
Once you use our resources, we know that you'll love Loyola Press too.
Thank you for watching that short video, and I hope that gives you more insight about Loyola Press. Our product development team consists of a panel of experts in various fields such as Catholic religious experts, child development experts, educators, etc. There's so much love and expertise poured in each of these programs. We know that during these unprecedented times, we need to think of new and innovative ways to involve and engage parents and families in the faith formation of their children. These programs can be used for in-church meetings, online meetings, or a combination of both. Now I'll get into more of the specific programs that we offer. We have a brand new baptism program, Springs of Faith. We know that many dioceses, including Honolulu, have their own baptism programs, but I just wanted to mention this new offering with the new rite of baptism. It is a 3-phase program for young adults, baptism preparation, and young Catholic families. We also have an early childhood program called God Made Everything, and it's designed for children ages 3 and 4. The main goals of this program are for faith formation and kindergarten readiness. Another resource that we have is a new Seek and Find Bible. And it's a really fun, great book that has a collection of 46 stories from the Old and New Testaments with whimsical illustrations, interactive games, and easy to understand stories. Children will engage with scripture and develop their reading skills with the Seek and Find Bible. It's also available in Spanish. Loyola Press is proud to offer 2 faith formation programs. Some of you may be familiar with Finding God, or maybe are currently using it, or you've just heard about it. Finding God, Our Response to God's Gift, is a faith formation program that is rooted in Ignatian spirituality. We have enhanced this mission, listening to what users tell us that they love and what they wanted to see enhanced. So things that people have told us about that they really enjoy about Finding God are the visual elements, the posters, the art prints. Those have been very helpful and sometimes engaging for children. The new enhancements we've included we've added multimedia, including more scripture. That was something that we heard as well, that we wanted more scripture, more prayer. And so that's been added in this new edition. We've also included narrated stories from the Bible, interactive puzzles, matching activities, videos, and music. Another new element that we're excited about is we're offering STREAM, which is science, technology, religion, engineering, art, and math. And that's included in each unit. Finding God is a kindergarten through 8th curriculum that's a spiral curriculum, meaning there's common themes that are reintroduced at various age levels so that we're not expecting children to master those skills, like introduced in kindergarten and then not introduced again. We reintroduce those themes at appropriate levels and keep deepening those themes. It's also available in print and digital. Again, that flexibility of what you're needing, of whether you'll be meeting in church or whether you want to utilize technology with Zoom meetings, or some dearies or catechists have used Facebook Live. There's a lot of different ways that these materials can be implemented. With this new enhancement, we've also added new elements for the Catechist Handbook. Those include presentation tips, strategies, how to use the new technology and media. We know that catechists, we want to provide them with user-friendly to use materials. So we have scripting available in this program where, based on their comfort level, if they can just even read from the scripting, if they so choose to. It's really all laid out so nicely and very user-friendly for them. We're excited for these new enhancements. We know that children, they really shows that children learn from visuals, interactive experiences. So this is still that Catholic teaching, but put in a modality that's fun for kids. Finding God is also available in a bilingual edition, kindergarten through 8th grade, and is also available in print and digital. As a special educator, our adaptive materials are something that also really touch my heart, and another reason that I love Loyola Press and the materials that we offer, because the mission is to serve all children. So our adaptive materials are specially designed so that they can help children of all different needs in a variety of settings and situations. As I mentioned earlier, we do offer 2 faith formation programs. Finding God is one, and Christ Our Life is our other faith formation program. It's a wonderful program, also kindergarten through 8th, available in print and digital. Christ Our Life is a very robust program, and it can be used in parishes, but it's mainly utilized in schools because of the depth. It's designed more for if you're able to meet 5 times a week, as would be the case in a school scenario. We are also excited to announce that we have a brand new digital experience, and it's called Wanderlight, and it's an immersive digital game to learn and deepen the practice of the Catholic faith. And what Wanderlight is used for is really to utilize what you're teaching in faith formation, but reinforcing it again in another fun way that kids enjoy and want to do. It comes in a year-long subscription and has 7 levels. It's in conjunction with a faith formation program like Finding God or Christ Our Life. To give you more details about Wanderlight, there are various quests, and these are just a few examples. But the pilgrim, he goes on a journey, on a faith journey. And a few examples of the quests that the pilgrim takes are the sacrament of marriage. It's another one called the storm warning, sacrament of reconciliation. So again, teaching children about Jesus, the Catholic teachings, but in a modality that they understand and that they enjoy. Another highlight to this interactive game is that you are able to track progress. So it allows schools and parishes to use Wanderlight more than just a fun faith formation game, but also to incorporate it into learning and classroom planning. It can be used along with a companion to Finding God, and it can also be independent. But the main goal is to reinforce those faith concepts. There's more programming that'll be getting to, but I just wanted to take a pause for a moment. Are there any questions thus far that I can answer? Okay, well, keep thinking of your questions and we'll have more opportunities for discussion. What is family catechesis? That is something, that I've talked to quite a few directors of religious education. I've talked to quite a few people regarding family catechesis. And as you know, that's a broad term of how do we engage and involve families. And during these unprecedented times, that has become even more important as our parents and families are taking on an even larger role in the faith formation of their children. All of our programs are really designed for that, providing that faith formation. All of our programs do include family components. We do offer an additional component that can be used with Finding God or Christ Our Life, and that's called family catechesis program. But I just wanted to make the special note that really all of what we're doing and what we're trying to achieve is part of family catechesis. of that specific component called family catechesis that we offer, there's a lot of flexibility, as there is flexibility with our other offerings. But with this component, the first week would be a large group where you would meet at church. Obviously, we know with COVID-19 that is kind of an ongoing changing situation. So that would be, one option. However, because this is digital, if that were to change, or if that parish was not ready to meet in person, then you could do these presentations in a group setting using technology, like a Zoom meeting, or like we're doing with Ring Central or Facebook Live. So there are options of in person, but also using technology if needed. And I'll get into more details with that. But then the subsequent weeks would be the families would have materials where they would be the main instructors for their children for the next few weeks, with the group meetings being approximately once a month. To give you more details about that, the group meeting would have 3 parts. The first part is a group with the children and the parents. And again, all of these things can be adapted. But in that group setting, the children and parents will come together with prayer, sharing activities, scripture, and discussion. And that's all part of the materials. Then the children are dismissed to their grade level faith formation sessions. And the next 30 minutes, there is a parent-only discussion with a theme. And with the theme, there's a multimedia, a video that the parents would view, and a discussion to go over that theme. Really equipping them. We want to help and guide them in a kind, sensitive way. We know that, especially during today's times, families and children, they need to know about Jesus and develop their faith now more than ever. The last part would be the parent only, where they would wrap up, close in prayer, and then an invitation to catechize their children at home. And there are at-home lessons that they would be given with their children's books. So they're really, within this program, they're all the materials needed. It is, the way that this program is delivered, it is digital. So the 7 slideshow presentations have 5 themes. There's 2 seasonal, 2 bonus presentations, along with a director guide and a leader guide. And those, again, flexible. It could be in the church, or it could be delivered digitally, whatever would work best for your parish. We also have a new child safety and family life program called Growing with God, Safe and Sacred. It's a comprehensive program, and this also is available in print and digital for kindergarten through 8th grade. This program is comprised of 6 modular lessons, and they can be taught in any order. Again, flexibility. There's not a specific order or sequence that the lessons need to be taught, so you can choose what would work best for you. The themes are God creates us, and in that we are trying to build confidence on how to grow spiritually and physically. Boundaries is the next theme, which is abuse prevention. Friendship and bullying is another theme, and that is trying to teach children how to have healthy relationships. We have a safety awareness theme, which focuses on abduction prevention. Digital discipleship, which is also teaching children safe and healthy habits in online environments. And that, I think, is, all of these components are so important. But because we are using technology so much, it's important to train our children how to safely use those devices. And then lastly, My Sacred Self, which is the Catholic family living component. And those are the 6 themes. And Growing with God can be taught with Finding God, Christ or Life, or with any other faith formation program. Are there any questions that I can answer? Okay. If you think of more later, we can revisit the questions. As far as sacramental preparation, I know that the Diocese of Honolulu, you You focus on confirmation in the restored order, and we offer our God's Gift Confirmation in the Restored Order edition. It is English and fully bilingual, and it is to prepare for the confirmation in the restored order. We also offer these components in an adaptive version. And I love this quote, and I want to make sure to include this. All baptized persons with disabilities have a right to adequate catechesis and the means to develop a relationship with God. And that's USDCB. And I love that Loyola really does embrace all children, and we're very proud of that. Opportunities for how to adapt. We also have additional resources which help the catechists with giving them ideas of how to instruct children with special needs. We also have them in a Spanish edition. And I also wanted to mention that we have, I don't know whether you have looked at our website, but the Loyola Press website is www.loyolapress.com. And if you haven't had the chance to check out our website, I would highly encourage you. It is such a treasure chest of resources, not only for current users, but there's also many, many free resources. And I'd be happy, Jane and I can talk. I'd be happy to provide an additional webinar at a later date, or individually providing you assistance or training on how to navigate our website. But there's just so much there, and there's a lot of resources that will be helpful for you, your catechist, and also for the families. So I would really encourage you to take a look at our website. Here's my direct information. You can reach me at 1-800-256-0589 at extension 340, or you can email me at harrison@loyolapress.com. And I truly am here to help and support you. I work with you individually with brainstorming, the needs of your parish. I know that every catechist, every director of religious education, every parish, school, everyone has a different set of circumstances and needs. So I'm happy to help with providing you with complimentary samples, answering your questions about programs, brainstorming. I think this is the key right now too, brainstorming how to implement these materials. We know that's an ongoing and ever-changing situation. So I'm available to help you with how to implement these resources. So again, I want you to know that I'm here to help and support you, and I'd like to open up to any additional questions that you have. I do want to share before we get into more questions, but I was looking for Bible verses, and I wanted to share this one. This one is from Romans 15:13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit you may abound in hope. And I really hope that, I know this is a lot of information, but the takeaway again is I just want you to know there's resources and there's help, and I'm available to assist you. So, are there any other additional questions? I'll stop my share and let's see.
A question, this is Julia.
Hi.
Hi, Denise.
Hi.
Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Okay, so I'm really interested in that family catechesis. So is that, probably have a couple of questions, but is that a program by itself standalone, or do we need to use that as a supplement, and do we need to use that with Finding God? Or, yeah.
Well, again, that would be, based on what would work best for your parish. I do think that it works best when you're able to use it with a faith formation program. So it does work so beautifully with our Finding God program, because that's where you're going to get depth with scripture, but it can be used as a standalone program. But in my view, like in the best case scenario, it works beautifully with a faith formation program like Finding God.
Okay, that mean that the children will have two books? They need to learn the chapters in Finding God, and at the same time the family catechesis. Wouldn't that be too much for the children and the parents?
I can
Go ahead,
So I can
Anita.
answer that. The program, hi Julia, this is Anita. The program was initially designed to work with Finding God or Christ Our Life, Loyola's two religious ed programs. If you are invested in another religious ed program, you can use the family catechesis presentations. They carry kind of broad themes like morality. The two bonus presentations are on Lent and Holy Week and Easter and Advent and Christmas. The only thing you would need to do is look at the themes of the presentations and match it or correlate it to your existing program. So, for example, let's say morality is the first presentation. If you're using Finding God or Christ Our Life, if you're using something else, that you may need to bump that as a third presentation or the fourth presentation. You just want to make sure the theme of Loyola's family catechesis has a match or a connection to the program you are currently using.
Oh, okay. So with the parents being the catechist at home, will that need more, from your experience, more catechists to deal with them? Because I'm sure they might have a lot of questions.
The purpose of Loyola's Family Catechesis program is to equip our parents with the knowledge they need to kind of to be the catechist for their child, for their student. When we do our research across the country, as the population kind of gets younger, we're finding that parents of today's student are not confident with their own knowledge of Catholicism. How can I teach my child religion? I don't remember, or I don't know the basic foundational points myself. And so there's a huge kind of component of insecurity. So when you meet with the parents at the parish for that initial once a month meeting or via Zoom meeting, because the program is flexible, the purpose there is, I hate to say it, kind of like boot camp for the parents. It's an opportunity for parents to connect with other parents who may be feeling and experiencing the same insecurities, and to line everyone up, get us all on the same page, so that for the following units, week 2, week 3, week 4, when we are conducting catechesis in the home, that parent is equipped and knowledgeable and confident. And that student will see that. That student will see mom and dad's confidence raise.
And something that I know that I want to thank you, Anita, that's terrific. It's something I wanted to add to that is I know that it's designed with a purpose where it's a really nice level. I feel like they found it's not too high, not too low. You don't want to make it too high where it's so hard for the parents, but you don't want to make it too basic either. So something that I've heard our development team say quite often is meeting people where they are. And they really have found that really nice place in between, where it's really helping them with where they are. Does that help answer your question, Julia?
Yes, and then I'm really very interested in doing that. And I like that what you said, although I don't know if I will do that yet, that you can use this with, let's say, another publisher, this family catechesis, another, because I'm using another company right now, I'm sorry. And that could be worked out. I mean, I'll see how that goes. But I really am very interested in this, doing this family catechesis and making the parents be the primary catechist. And I know they will need a lot of coaching. And I think you came out with also coaching parents. Is that yours also? I'm so sorry. I think it's yours, yeah? coaching parents. Is that yours?
Confirmation, yes,
like
that
a
is a
4-page.
Loyola Press program. Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And I'm happy to provide anyone who's interested. We have brochures. I can provide samples of any programs that you're interested in. I thought what I would do as a follow-up will be to send an email. And I know not everyone was able to join, so I'll send the email to everyone that was invited. But as a thank you, we do want to offer, we have special pricing and discounts that are available for a short time. Kind of similar, like if you've attended a conference where there's conference pricing, we'll offer that through in the shipping, which, as you know, to Hawaii is a nice is a nice benefit. We can offer that through June 1st. So I'll send an email, but I can that's with purchasing materials. But if you're interested in just dabbling and wanting, brochures or samples, I'm happy to provide those at no charge.
Maybe with that exhibit
Okay.
pricing, we'll convince Julia to switch.
Yes, right. Yes. Mhm. We hope you'll love the family
but I really
components, and we would love for you to. And if you want, there's no pressure or commitment. If you want to just take a look at the Finding God samples, we can. I can also send you those as well. It's really fabulous, so well thought of. Again, it's the traditional information, but we want it to be fun. We want it to be something the kids are excited about and interested in. And we know all across the board, every child research development person will tell you kids want interactive. They want visual. So this is fun. Music. You should see, all of us adults, when they show the little videos of these cartoon characters, we all light up. These little catchy songs, and it's really a really great program. So I'd encourage you to explore or consider it.
Okay, so is there a way that the catechist or I can monitor parents are really doing it at home? How does that work? Do you have something?
Right. Well, and that's where you could, that's where the catechist, their role is really going to be important. Touching base with the parents, maybe like a weekly email, just wanted to check in with you. How is it going? As a way, there's not a specific tracking, not like with our Wanderlight where there's an actual tracking component. But that's where I think the catechist and that personal involvement with them. How is it going? How did you like it? You can even, the catechist could, that could be homework where they have to send an email to like a little reflection. How did it go? Just one little paragraph. Tell me how it went. So give me your feedback. And that could kind of hold them accountable and would be a way to know that they are doing the assignments.
And even a good question.
What about the assessment of,
Go ahead, Julia. Go ahead.
Assessment of the knowledge of the faith that the child has. Is it part of that? Is it in there, built in?
Finding God does have assessments. So in that faith formation program where you're going to have, a lot of, just a lot of depth, we do have assessments within the Finding God or Christ Our Life. Both have assessments.
Okay, but this family catechesis doesn't have?
I don't believe so. No.
It does not. It does not. It's a component. Remember, it was initially designed as a component for the Finding God or Christ Our Life programs. We do have many parishes across the United States who use it with non-Loyola programs. So I would expect within that core religious ed program that you are using, Julia, there are assessments in there.
Okay, great. Thank you. I think I'm taking all of your time.
Take your time.
No, I'm glad it's nice to have the discussion time.
Yes.
Hi, I have a question also on the family catechesis. I was wondering, how does it interplay knowing that we're in original order? Is it specifically designed to accommodate the, our parish designed for, original order with our younger kids these days?
It is designed, once again, to be correlated to Loyola's core religious ed programs. If you are using something that's in a different order, it would just be a matter, because the units in family catechesis are modular. You can move them around and mix them around. You don't have to present them in the order that we suggest. So whatever you are using, you can make it fit. The only thing is, up front, you will need to match the pieces.
Yes. Anyone else have any other questions or comments? Any other needs that you're experiencing? Okay, well, thank you so much, Jane. Is there anything else that you would like for us to address or assist?
I just wanted to thank you so much, Anita and Denise, for this presentation today, reaching out to us, working so closely with us for our particular needs, and to all of you, all my friends out there, our parish and school leaders. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today as we, together try to maneuver through this new world. So we appreciate the time of Loyola Press and their continued support as we move forward, particularly reaching out to our families, helping our parents reclaim their role as the primary catechists of their children.
Of course. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
And everybody be well.
Yes, and please feel free. I'm very good at responding. There is a time difference, so I always respond within 24 hours. Or if you'd like we could also, through email, you can email me and say, I'd like to talk, and we could schedule a time to connect as well. So just again, know that there's support and help available. And thank you again for your time. So mahalo.
Thank you. Okay,
mahalo. To be able to visit again someday in the future. I really do want to there. I know. I wanted to share so that I was going through our Hawaiian pictures, and I probably could have had like a slideshow just on my Hawaiian pictures. There was quite a few that I wanted to share, and I had a couple of my kids doing the shot.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. And so I guess at some point you'll be sending me the recording of this, and then we can upload it to the website. Great. Again, thank you very much.
And again, my offer stands with an additional webinar on navigating our website too. We really check out the website. There's not only information about our programs, but many resources. Specifically, I would say look at from the homepage. There's a Catholic resource tab, and that has just so much there. So I would encourage you to do that. Thank you.
All right, thank you again.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Denise. Thanks, Jane.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 I have to stand here and wave at everyone as they're signing off.
Bye, Jane. Here.
Bye. Thank you, Dr. Young. Mary,
Bye, Jane. Bye, Denise.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Everyone.
Appreciate your time.
This is the Hawaiian style. We stand at the front door and we wave. Everybody goes. Bye, Naomi. Thank you. All right. Oh, thank you to
Thank
both.
you, Jane. I appreciate it. Oh, we share the same mission, so we're in this together for sure. So
Yes. Okay. Thank you again, and I'll talk to you again soon.
sounds great. All right. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.